Welcome back, beer tubers. Ryan here with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Taking a look at another beer sent to me from Jim in Michigan. This is the Founder's Red Rye P.A. So I got sent 2 bottles of this one. I already shared one in a bottle share, so this is the other bottle. I want to get to it. It's almost 2 months old, so not the freshest, but definitely within reason for doing a review of. So let's get this thing open. They say on the label here it's 6.6% and 70 IBUs. And assuming bottle conditioned, not sure on this one. Maybe not. Anyway, I'll leave that rest in the bottom. So it pours out definitely a nice red color. I mean, there's some darker orange notes on the bottom of the glass. Other than that, it's a nice hazy ruby red color. So maybe there's some yeast floating around in there. Not really a whole lot of carbonation coming off the bottom of the glass. You know, finger of a kind of off-white head and a lot of yellow tinges to it. Let's get the aroma on it. Definitely big citrus orange notes, sweeter grapefruit, like a ruby red grapefruit note in there. So maybe like Chinook, Amarillo, those kind of hop varieties. A little bit of a floral note and a touch of earthiness to kind of go with that. So maybe some Cascades in here too. A touch of some caramel malt, a little bit of bready malt in there, but mostly hops on the nose. But let's give this a try. Cheers. That's nice. Really notice that rye towards the end. Yeah, big time rye towards the end. Up front, it's not too bitter actually. Kind of get hit first with some sweetness. The hops are there. They're not overpowering. They're not intensely bitter. You know, it might be the case if this was a little fresher, but there's plenty of hop flavor on the beer, and you get kind of lingering. A little bit of lingering hops on the palate, lingering malt character, so it's kind of fairly well balanced in the aftertaste. So up front I get hit briefly with a little bit of like sweetness, like hop sweetness, kind of that orange was coming out on the nose. Some of the malt sweetness comes forward. Then your tongue gets hit by that wave of bitterness, which has been building up as I've quickly kind of sipped on this one. Bitterness tends to be that bitter grapefruit peel, some pininess, that kind of bitterness, and that kind of carries over to mid palate. Then it kind of fades away as that sweet malt character kind of comes forward, and then it lingers on your tongue afterwards as well. So you do get a good lingering bitterness on your tongue. So I've let it warm up my glass a bit more. Started some of that malt sweetness come forward more, but not like a caramel. It's not big caramel notes or, you know, that kind of, or like a lighter fruit. Not really a whole lot of that. It's more of sweet breadiness to it. There might be some sort of yeast ester kind of fruitiness to it, but it's really minor. I think the malt and the hops tend to dominate on this beer. Especially the hops. I mean, they tend to build up on your tongue a bit more, and you'll notice those 70 IBUs. So. Just another fantastic beer from Founders. It doesn't quite blow me away like some of their other stuff clearly has, but this is real enjoyable stuff. I'm going to go B+ for the Red's Rye P.A. I recommend if you can get this one fresh on a regular basis, definitely pick it up. Really nice beer. Good hop character on there if you like that sort of little more West Coast. There's some more of that middle country kind of sweeter hop notes, that kind of orange note that Daniel always likes to talk about in his reviews. So thanks to Jim for sending this one out. Really enjoyed it. Wish I get it on a regular basis because I do like rye beers, especially if they're, you know, fairly well hopped like this one. So it's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.